there, Freaks and Geeks. Welcome to Up Your Geek Spotlight. I'm your host, Lou Lamar Booker, and on today's show, we'll be speaking with actors Aimee Carrero, Nat Wolff, and Brittany O'Grady, stars of Amazon's Prime Video original series The Consultant, which also stars two-time Academy Award winner Christoph Waltz. The Consultant is a twisted comedic thriller that explores the sinister relationship between boss and employee. Based on Bentley Little's 2015 novel of the same name, the characters and story in this thrilling new series unfold in new and unexpected ways. See what the series stars had to say. Listen, thank you guys for being on. My show is called Up Your Geek Spotlight. I like to highlight the talent and artists and creators in the entertainment industry. This show came to me from Amazon, and I watched The Consultant. And so this is a pretty interesting show. And it's not like any show that I've seen before. So a little bit about, it's a twisted comedic, like dark comedy thriller that explores the sinister relationship between the employees and this new boss that comes in. Could you guys give me a little bit about the show without, spoilers, of course, and what drew you to the story?
I was really, I got the pilot script and I was loving the tone and the themes that were sort of starting to arise throughout the pilot. And then the twist at the end of the pilot, I screamed out in my apartment and I was like, fuck, I have to be part of the show. Then I just started to pursue it like a rabid dog.
I think the story itself and just the characters and how they are impacted by this character Patoff. I think Patoff resembles kind of this catalyst for people's drive and their morals, and just the dynamic between what would you do to get somewhere or to get what you want, I think is a major theme and something that I think a lot of people can relate to. Also, like the generational difference of the workplace and how it's evolved, and whether it still exists in 2023 after all the change and justice that we have tried to bring, or awareness we've tried to bring to the surface, I think is also going to be interesting for the audience to reflect on.
I also love stories that sort of turn every single character around, you know what I mean? They start one place and end in another place. And I think that as a society, our worries and our hesitations and our preoccupations are reflected in the art that is popular in the day. And I think that we're seeing a lot of stories that have to do with capitalism, how we function under it. Does it function? How can we do better? And I think that this show is that, what are we willing to lose in order to be part of this productive machine?
Thank you, guys. So something you said, Aimee, about these characters turning around. I noticed that with all of your characters in this story, just a regular job and then something like this guy coming in, turning everything on its head. Can you tell me a little bit, what do you think are the best aspects of your respective characters? And what do you think the worst parts are?
I think the probably the part, I don't know if it's the worst part, but the part that needs shifting, which I actually think Patoff becomes a catalyst for, is that that my character Craig starts off really immature, and through this season there's a maturation process where by the end he's kind of coming into his own in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Patoff widens Elaine's perspective. Weirdly, I think that he makes her more aware of how things work, how people are impacted by things, human nature, and challenges her to delve a little bit more into her dark side to get what she wants. Like, it's like, hey, you've been the good character, or you've been doing the good things this whole time, but maybe if you want to get somewhere, then you need to learn a little bit from me and how I operate. So I think that he does open her eyes to different perspectives.
I think Patti's best quality is that she's loyal as fuck. She will go to bat for anybody that out and what
loyal as fuck.
I think so. I think she is. I think she'll throw down for someone or people she cares about. But I also think that lends itself to like rigidity. And I think that's maybe her worst quality. And Patoff sort of forces her on this path of having to question all the things that she really thought she knew about herself. And so, yeah, I would say that she becomes, I don't know if she becomes flexible, but I think that there is a turn.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. One last thing. Could you tell me what you want the audience to take away from this show?
I think that I hope that it stirs something in them subconsciously. I know when I was working on the show, I was having dreams of the show every single night, because there's something that goes past the workplace, that goes past these particular characters, that just there's a feeling and a tone in this show that I think that is challenging and destabilizing, and I think it's important for, we're mostly shown things on TV and movies that are just meant to sort of be in the background while we, or mind numbing. And I think this is really something that you have to watch without
Absolutely.
your phone. Turn off your phone. You have to really clue in, because there's a lot of things that are under the surface that are going on.
I think it's like how it can happen to you, as far as like your mind can be sort of manipulated. And also, I mean, I guess I think all art is political, and it's sort of a meditation on like, how do we get like someone like Trump? How do we get like a strong man personality that can sort of grab hold and bring out the worst qualities in everybody? It can happen, and it has happened. And I think this is sort of a cautionary tale. At least that's how I'm looking at it.
Brittany?
I just hope that everybody, just off of what Nat and Aimee said, I completely agree. I think that I hope people do get wrapped into this story and find these themes and reflect on them. And because they are extreme, that sometimes I think it takes, that the great thing about art is you can make it extreme to maybe spark some sort of reflection in people. That's
totally.
Not so yeah, this is cool.
Right, like you make it extreme, but then in your own, more limited life, you see, oh wow, these are dynamics that are hidden. It's like you have to explode it out of people or something. That's so smart.
Personally, for me, when I saw the menu, I was afraid to walk into a restaurant right after. I was like, and then I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I tell the chef.
Yeah.
I mean, it's extreme, but I'm like way more aware of just the sensitivities of like a chef.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate your time. I love the show. And I love your perspectives on these characters and what you want people to get out of it. And I hope that everyone watched the show, and I can't wait to see more. I cannot wait to see more. Thank you. Hello there, Freaks and Geeks. Thanks for watching. And if you're listening on our podcast channel, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this interview. Please like and subscribe and be on the lookout for more content like this. And feel free to follow us on social media. The Consultant, starring Christoph Waltz, Aimee Carrero, Nat Wolff, and Brittany O'Grady, premieres February 24th on Prime Video. Take a look at the official trailer.
Hello, can I help you?
We work for the most successful mobile game studio in Los Angeles. But suddenly, our CEO is gone. And then he arrived.
So, who's the suit?
He's a consultant.
Good morning, comrades. My job is to observe, to streamline, to improve. For those who work remotely, you have 1 hour to get here or you'll be terminated.
He's firing Ian. Says he doesn't like the way he smells.
Bow your heads and pray for him.
How are you enjoying the gaming industry?
How many of these patrons do you think we could fight? I think I could fight 4 of them, and you could subdue the remaining 3.
Excuse me? There's literally nothing online about it.
Some other CEO hired Patoff, and he was killed 2 weeks later.
What if he's more than just a consultant?
What the hell? Stop the car!
You're breathing too fast. Now breathe with me. In, out.
We work for a sociopath.
Some excel under stress.
Maybe he's just really good at his job.
Some break.
This guy, he's not who he pretends to be.
I won't be here forever. I'm only the consultant.